Hello, boils and ghouls. Welcome to Watchers Podcast with your hosts, Brad and Colson.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Why are you doing this to us? Gives you a home.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Not all ages, actually. Maybe children over 16?
Sure.
All right. Welcome to a bonus episode of Watchers. My name is Brad, here with Colson Oliver.
Hello.
And this one's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
We are carrying down our top 10 horror comedies.
Yeah.
When I started making my list, I didn't think I was going to have 10.
Yeah.
And then I started looking through them and realized there's a lot of these I actually like.
Yeah, I find the best way to do it for myself is, like, you'll text me, like, hey, let's do this, and I'll start writing, and if I come up with 10, I'm like, perfect. And this one, I was like, I'm drawing blanks here, and then I had to type it in. Horror comedies, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, I'm missing, like, so many, so I had to write them all down and then pick from there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is. It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like I already said, I guess.
Yes.
How many of the 10 do you think we're going to have the same?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think.
I'm going with 5 as well.
Okay.
There's at least 3 I know for sure that we'll probably have.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too. 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. Oh, this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, without further ado, you can start with your number 10.
And if you have it higher, we'll talk about it when we get to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Or if you have it higher.
Yes. Number 10, The Monster Squad.
Not on my list.
Okay.
I forgot about that one.
This I had forgotten about it too, and then I remembered and was like, this is one that we actually talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, group of kids hanging out, believing they have a club.
Yeah.
And then I think it's Dracula drops into their town. He was like on a plane or something, and all these monsters, Frankenstein and the Wolfman, and all of them show up. I think is it the creature from the Black Lagoon or something?
Yeah.
It's one of those fucking fish things.
Yeah, this movie has a great line. Wolfman's got nerves.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that was just a fun watch. I never watched this one as a kid, and I wish I had.
Same.
But I didn't watch it until I think, whoever talked about whatever.
Yeah.
We talked about it whenever that was. So.
Yeah. It's basically like the Goonies with monsters.
Exactly.
It's fun.
Yeah, they got their clubhouse and fucking monsters show up. It's good. That's
a good pick.
Yeah. Thank you.
My number 10, Krampus.
Not on my list.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, it was close, but I didn't do it.
Yeah. We've talked about this one. Did we when we reviewed?
Didn't review this one.
Oh, weird.
No, I don't think we have. No, we didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
No, so.
Well, Krampus is great.
Yeah, I agree.
Christmas horror movie. It borrows a little bit of the themes from like Christmas Vacation a little bit. Where you have like family showing up and stuff.
Awful family too. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
They have like the advent calendar they're opening each day.
Yeah,
kind
that's
of thing. Right. But yeah, things get crazy whenever people lose their Christmas spirit in this one.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but you didn't like this on your first watch, right?
That's right.
And I'm the same way. I fucking hated it. And I bought it because it was previously viewed or whatever. And then I watched, so if you guys are like, ugh, And you've only watched it once, go back to it.
Yeah.
It's good. We both like it now.
It's a good Black Friday watch.
Exactly.
Yeah. First time I watched it, didn't like it at all. Yeah. Now it's a yearly viewing for me.
Me too. Yeah, same way.
You're number 9.
Number 9 for me, Idle Hands.
Higher on my list.
Okay. Your number 9.
My number 9, Little Monsters.
Okay, not on my list.
Has Lupita Nyong'o?
Yeah.
I'm terrible at saying her.
12 Years a Slave woman.
Yeah, and Us.
And Us, yes.
She's a kindergarten teacher and takes the kids to a petting zoo, like amusement park kind of thing, for a field trip. When they get there, there's a zombie outbreak.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah, you've talked about this one before.
Yeah.
Haven't watched it yet, though. I haven't.
What's his name? Josh Gad.
Right.
Olaf is in it.
Yeah.
And he's playing like a kid's TV character, but he's just an asshole in real life. It's really, really funny.
Yeah. I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, my number 8, I went the other Christmas movie, Gremlins.
Ah, nice.
Not on your list?
Not on my list.
Okay. So yeah, if you don't know this one, Spielberg produced it, Joe Dante directed. It's a classic. One of those, people say, is it Christmas, is it not? It's one of those die hard, whatever.
Yeah.
I watched it this Christmas. It was a fun movie. It's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I like
a good
it.
one.
Good special effects and puppets and all the classic shit. So it's good.
Yeah.
Your number 8.
My number 8 is Cooties.
I don't even know what that is.
It's oddly, it's another one to do with kids.
Okay.
And zombies.
Oh.
They call it Cooties, but it's basically a zombie outbreak at a like a consolidated school, like a kids' school. And
that's fun.
Yeah, and all the teachers are trying not to get bit by these zombie kids.
Is it a newer movie or?
Yeah, in the last few years it came out. It's pretty funny.
Cooties. Okay, I'll look for it. My number 7, Zombieland.
Higher on my list.
Okay.
My number 7, Happy Death Day.
Not on my list, but I just watched it for the first time a couple months ago.
Me too.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah, it was fun.
I had been putting it off because I thought this is going to be stupid.
Yeah.
And I say this all the time that I hate the format of like a Groundhog's Day.
Right.
Same story repeating. And then I watch the movies and I like them. This is one of those. She's trying to figure out who killed her, and every time she dies, it repeats the day over and over again.
Yeah, it restarts. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's funny though.
Yeah. Now, have you seen Happy Death Day to You?
Not yet.
Okay. You might feel the way that you mentioned with that one. Now, I'm not sure. I watched it back to back. So my problem may have been that I was just burnt out from that Groundhog Day shit.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I'd be interested to find out when you actually watch it if you like it.
Because I ended up liking Edge of Tomorrow and Palm Springs.
Right,
and they're both that kind of style of movie as well.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm lying to myself.
Yeah, you just don't want to believe it or something. My number 6 is Scary Movie 2.
Ooh, I never even thought of any of the scary movies whenever I made my list.
They're definitely more comedy than horror.
Yeah,
but they
fit the bill.
That's
a great pick.
Yeah. So not on your list.
Not on my list.
Going with here. So this one was obviously the sequel to Scary Movie, which Sean Wayans and Marlon Wayans wrote and star in. And you get all the. This one focused more on. It did House on Haunted Hill and 13 Ghosts and things like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that movie called? Michelle Pfeiffer. What Lies Beneath was a big thriller at the time, so they borrow a lot from those ones. But it's fun.
The first one's mostly Scream.
Yeah, it's very heavy in the Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's very... It's good.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I think it's probably the best of the bunch.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot, but...
Yeah. Your number 6.
My number 6, Idle Hands.
Okay.
Just watched this one.
Just fresh in the mind.
Yeah.
That's good.
Which was actually my inspiration for being like, we should do a horror comedy.
Yeah. I thought that's probably what it was, but
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about it a little bit
since
you didn't get to.
Devin Sawa, as you mentioned, I can't remember what the fuck happens, but he ends up chopping his hand off.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Sorry.
His hand's like possessed and trying to kill people, so he cuts it off.
And he's like a burnout, like druggy.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot of funny. It's Seth. Is it Seth Green?
Seth Green is in it, and he's actually funny.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
I know, I don't either. But yeah, I agree.
He's funny. Jessica Alba's in this one.
Right. It's got like a whole Frankenstein thing to it.
Yeah.
I remember. Or Bride of Frank. I can't remember. Anyway.
Yeah. No, it's really good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
That was your number 6?
That's my 6.
So my number 5 is Shaun of the Dead.
Higher on my list.
Okay.
My number 5, Ready or Not.
Not on my list.
All right. This one is weird.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Samara Weaving in like a pretty breakout role for her. She's been in other stuff, but this was like the one where people started noticing how good she is.
Yeah, that's right.
She's a newlywed to this heir of a board game company. And their big thing is like, you have to play a board game. Turns out to be hide and seek. With the twist being that they're going to find her and kill her.
Exactly. Yeah, they're all fucking gearing up with weapons and bow and arrow and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah. Your number 5.
My number 4.
4, sorry.
My number 4 is Tremors.
Not on my list.
Okay. So this one, obviously Kevin Bacon, out in the middle of the desert in Nevada or wherever the fuck it is, and the ground's rumbling and shit, and there's a woman out there with a earthquake machine like, I'm getting all these weird readings, and there's giant worms essentially underneath the ground.
Yeah.
This was one of the first horror movies I watched, and I was young, kindergarten, somewhere in there, and my wife and I figured, this is a good introduction for our kids. And one of them was okay. Oddly enough, the younger one was fine with it. The older one was freaked out a little bit, like, scared to step on the ground a little bit after that. But what do you expect? There's giant monsters under the ground that'll eat you. So it was a good one. It's a fun watch, though.
That's great.
Yeah.
As you said that, it reminded me of something that's not on my list.
Okay.
That's Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
So that's an honorable mention, I guess.
It's not on mine either, so that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your number 4.
My number 4, Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even think of that one. That's a great one.
We've had some controversy over this movie before, right?
Yeah.
About the release date.
Yeah. It had its limited release or whatever in the year before its huge run. So we were doing our favorites from whatever year you said it. I was like, years. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie though.
Yeah, it's basically like starts like The Evil Dead. Mm-hmm. They're all in a cabin in the woods. It's run down. It turns out there's like this giant factory type thing underneath.
Corporations fucking controlling things.
Yeah, and it's basically controls all the horror movie tropes.
Yeah.
They'll be like, okay, we got to stick together, and then they get gassed. Yeah. And they're like, we need to split up.
Exactly.
Stuff like that.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, such a unique take on that type of horror.
Yeah, all the guys that are working underground are like betting on what kind of monster it's going to be and stuff.
Yeah, it's another cool thing. They show like all the monsters. It's like what could come out.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Only horror movie to date where someone's been impaled by a unicorn.
Yes. Yeah, good.
Now we're into the bronze medal version of this.
Bronze medal.
Your number 3.
My bronze medal goes to Arachnophobia.
Oh man, How did I forget arachnophobia?
Okay. That was one of the ones I thought we might have the same. But...
we would have if I wasn't an idiot.
Okay. Yeah, this one, we watched this together, I think, a couple times.
Twice now.
Yeah. Spiders invade a small town. They were down in South Africa or some shit, and it hitches a ride home with a body and mates with a normal house spider and produces these little fucking cunty spiders that run rampant all over this town. It's a great movie.
And one of my favorite John Goodman roles.
Such a good role.
So funny.
Yeah. Delman? I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Fucking great, though.
He makes the movie.
Yeah, he's so good. And, fun, scary kills in it.
Yeah.
If you freaked out at all of spiders, it would probably make you jump.
Yeah, you will feel a little, itchy or something after it's over.
Exactly.
My number 3, Zombieland.
Okay, so that was my 7.
Yeah. I've seen this one a bunch.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, it's a zombie movie with more of a lighthearted take on stuff. And
yeah.
I like the rules popping up throughout the movie, like cardio and double tap and stuff on the screen. If you're a fan of this one and you watch Zombieland 2, or if you haven't watched Zombieland 2, check it out. It's not as good, but it's solid.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but want to.
Yeah.
I also love in Zombieland how Woody Harrelson's character is just looking for Twinkies.
Yeah.
He'll find like a hostess truck tipped over on the side of the road. He'll break it open. It's only like those shitty chocolate ones. And he's like, fuck!
Yeah, he's like, only snowballs!
Yeah.
It's like coconut.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate the texture, not the taste.
And just Twinkies. I hate Twinkies.
I love them.
Oh, they're so gross. We bought a box because our kids, we watched a thing on how they're made. Like, look at the 3 holes pump the filling in here.
Yeah.
My wife bought a box and they were like, yeah, they're okay. And I was like, ugh, fucking rotten sponge. Shit cake.
Shit
Stink.
Me and my stepson had a thing going for a while where we'd buy Twinkies and then see who's had the most filling in them. Like, bite into, you're like, oh, we got a good one.
Yeah.
'Cause some of them have like nothing in them.
Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, my number 2.
Yeah.
My silver medal. Piranha.
Ooh, the remake?
The remake.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, not on your list?
Not on my list.
Okay. So yeah, we, I think you may have no, we watched a sequel together.
Piranha Double D.
Yeah, Double D. Yeah, Piranha, I fucking love this movie. It's classic, like, such hilarious kills in it.
Yeah.
The fish are so silly in their, the computer graphics that they use, just, it's great.
Is this the one with Eli Roth?
Yeah. He plays a DJ, or, not the DJ, but he's an asshole doing a wet t-shirt contest.
Yeah, he's like a hype man or something on Spring Break.
Hit the music, DJ Tropic Thunder, or whatever. It's like, it's classic. Some fucking, my wife and I just love the kills in this, because it is so funny. And you see them carrying bodies out, and there's one where, like, they're pulling out a body, and a guy's got, like, the upper half and somebody's carrying the legs, and the person's like, ah, and then they just pull them apart.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god. It's like a 5-minute scene there of just gore.
Yeah.
Classic.
Eli Roth's head gets squished between the barge and the boat.
Right. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Me too.
Your number 2.
My number 2 is a Taika Waititi movie called What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay, I don't think I know this one.
It's filmed like documentary style.
Okay.
But he's a vampire. And he lives with like 3 or 4 other vampires.
Okay, I haven't seen the movie, but I know of it.
It's probably one of my favorite comedies, not just horror comedy.
Okay.
It's like they have a person with them and they keep being like, oh yeah, we're going to turn you into a vampire. And they're just like using them as a slave to do everything for them.
Yeah.
And they're like, have a feud with werewolves. And like the werewolves will start cursing and he'll be like, no, we're werewolves, not swearwolves.
Oh my god.
Shit like that. It's so stupid, but it's so funny.
Now, that guy you mentioned, that's the guy I hate, correct? he wrote that fucking awful Nazi movie?
Well,
Jojo Rabbit?
Hey.
He did, right?
He did make Jojo Rabbit.
And then he won an Oscar for it that night. That fucking pissed me off.
I told you he was going to win an Oscar for it.
Oh, God. I wanted to fucking drag you out with your head off. I hated that night.
That's because I picked almost everyone right.
You did. That was a crazy night. Fuck. Yeah. I don't like that.
But he's also made Thor Ragnarok.
I haven't seen that yet.
Okay.
But, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your gold medal.
My fucking top of the podium.
Yep.
Scary Movie.
Hey.
Again.
I thought that might be on your list once you had 2 on.
I had 2, yeah. I kind of gave it away once.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this one, it was just such a... There had been such a break with spoof movies from, like, Airplane and all those.
Yeah.
And nothing with horror.
Right.
Up until this point where it was like... I remember... I've told this on here before, but... It came out in 2000 or 99, so I was like 11 or 12. And I asked my parents, they had a hard 18A on it, which means if you don't go, you're not getting in at the theater I was at. So I asked my mom and dad, and they were like, yeah, we'll take you. And when we were there at the ticket thing, my mom was like, so why the rating? And the woman's like, I don't know, there's a little bit of male nudity and stuff. And it was like, okay, no big deal, whatever. So we walked in, my friend and I, and of course you don't want to sit with your parents when you're 12, so we walked in first. And it was filled with teenagers. I've told this on here before, but my dad and mom walked in after us, and my dad went, what's this movie? A goofy movie? And all these fucking teenagers just started laughing, and it was like, it was humiliating, but it was okay, because I didn't walk in with them.
Yeah.
Had I walked in, it would have been awful.
It would have been life-ruining.
And we ended up sitting like 2 or 3 rows in front of them, and my dad was laughing harder than anybody in that theater. It was just a great time.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah. And it's a funny movie. I mean, it's you don't like Skeet Ulrich's performance in Scream when he's at the end there. And I think it's Sean Wayans who does it. You just look it up on YouTube if you don't want to watch the movie. It's the fucking funniest, like, performance of that of all time. But wait, there's more! And he's drooling. It's great. I love this movie.
Oh, Matthew Lillard, not Skeet.
Yeah, that's right. Matthew Lillard, of course.
Skeet's fine.
Skeet is okay. It's Billy. We want Stu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic, though. Yeah.
So, just for comparison's sake, do you like Scary Movie or a Goofy movie more?
I would take, I don't know, I love a Goofy movie too, but I'm taking Scary Movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm picking a Goofy movie just because of the music.
Yeah, the music's great. Fucking Powerline.
Powerline.
Yes.
Your
number one, your gold winner.
My golden goose.
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
If anyone did light sleuthing at all, they would have figured that out.
Yes.
I love this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's another one that would be on my top 10 comedies of all time.
Yeah, this was a good one.
So funny. I like the story. I like how they basically give it away right off the bat when he's like, we got to do this, 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 this.
Yeah.
And that's what happens in the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's more depth to it than you realize. The more you watch it, it's like, oh, it's actually a story about him letting go and becoming an adult.
Exactly.
Not just a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's great.
It is great. They do exactly what you want people to do in zombie. Like, why don't they act like zombies? And then in this movie, they're dragging their as they're walking around. It's classic.
Yeah, and one of my all-time favorite movie scenes happens where they're playing "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen, and they're like hitting them with the brooms.
They're beating the shit out of that bartender guy.
They're like dancing around him.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. And then there's a point in it where it just turns like straight horror for a while.
Yeah.
Where it's actually pretty creepy.
Yeah. It definitely gets serious where you're like, this was like fun like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And now it's fucking legit like drama horror.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Thank you.
Good picks all around other than your number 2.
Hey, that was a fun list.
Yeah.
No matter how much you hate Jojo Rabbit.
Can't stand it.
So yeah, let us know in the comments your top 10 horror comedies.
Yeah.
Or even your number one if you're feeling lazy and don't want to do 10.
Exactly.
That's
do
fine.
all the work.
Yeah. Pick however many you want. Give us your top 3, 7, 28. I don't care.
Yep.
I'll read them.
I will too.
All right. So that'll do it for this episode. Colson, thank you so much for doing this again.
Hey, I have nothing.